Hi, this is Anil and welcome back to What's the Output video series on C programming language. So just like the previous tutorials, just pause this movie and take a look at the source code which is here in the editor and then try to guess the output of the program. Once you guys have an answer, just play this movie. I'm gonna run the program and I'm gonna explain the output. Alright, now we believe that you guys have an answer for this program. I'm gonna build and run this. So it's gonna be build and run. And the answer for this program is going to be the compilation error. So if we look at the build messages or the error log, you guys can see here we have in function main error a is undeclared. So here if we look at the source code, we have defined a macro called sqr and we have used a in that macro. So here the problem is, with this sqr macro, we were intended to use a function like macro, which is nothing but a macro which takes an argument. So here the problem is, after this macro name, we have added a space and that is causing the problem. So what happens is, when you compile this program, the preprocessor will be executed first. So it's gonna search for this sqr macro and then it's going to replace this sqr macro with its definition, which is going to be this entire thing. So here the preprocessor thinks that this sqr is a normal macro, not a macro which takes an argument. So what it does is it's going to replace this sqr with its definition. So this much will be replaced for sqr. So after pre-processing, this statement is gonna look something like this. So you guys can see here we have x equal to 25 divided by a, which is in the parenthesis, that is this a, and then we have a space and then again we have a star a. So this much is the macro definition of this sqr that is replaced for sqr. Then we have this 5 in the parenthesis. So this statement is gonna look something like this after the preprocessor. And here then what happens is this a will be treated as a normal variable. So here in our program we haven't defined a variable called a, and that's why it says undeclared a, and that's why we are getting the error. So the main problem is we are using this space after the macro name. So if I remove this space here, then the preprocessor is gonna treat this as a macro which is gonna take an argument. So whatever the value which we pass to this sqr macro, that will be taken for this variable a, and it is substituted in this macro definition. So now if I run this program, you guys can see it compiles properly and it produces the result which is 1, because now after the pre-processing, the preprocessor output is going to look something like this: 25 divided by 5 multiplication 5. So 5 multiplication 5 will be executed first. Whatever the things we have in the parentheses will get the higher precedence, so it's going to be executed first. So it's going to produce 25, then 25 divided by 25, which is going to be 1. So that result we're going to get. So the main thing or important thing to notice is, when you are defining a function like macro, don't add a space between the macro name and its argument part. So this is it guys. Hope you guys have learned something from this tutorial. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next tutorial.